Hello everyone, welcome to CIV5305, Travel Demand Modeling. My name is Miyat Saberi and I will be your lecturer for this unit throughout this semester. Let me start with a little bit of summary of what we're going to cover in this unit. In this unit, we develop your understanding of the models used in the prediction and analysis of travel demand, and we will emphasize on strategic network modeling that are often used for longer-term network modeling and planning. We will cover traditional four-step models, including trip generation, trip distribution, mode choice, and traffic assignment. And we will also cover some contemporary methods such as tour-based and activity-based modeling. We will also go over some of the capabilities of commercial network modeling packages, including AIMSUN and BioGene. On the successful completion of this unit, you should be able to appraise the component models and the modeling framework used in travel demand modeling, assess the strengths and weaknesses of various travel demand models, apply appropriate concepts, modeling techniques, and principles that underline travel demand modeling, generate computer-based models of travel demand, and finally generate a detailed report describing the procedures of developing a travel demand model and interpreting model outcomes. There is a required textbook for this unit. I'd like to highlight again that this is a mandatory textbook. I expect all the students to purchase the book, either the ebook or the hard copy. The textbook is Modeling Transport, the 4th edition by Ortazar and Williamson. It is a widely used reference in travel demand modeling units across the entire world. There's another textbook which is free to download. The book is Urban Transportation Networks by Yosef Sheffi from MIT. This is a classical textbook. It's kind of old, from 1985 and reprinted in 1992. You can download the book from Sheffi's website. You will be required to read a few chapters as will be assigned throughout the semester, mostly related to dynamic traffic assignments and network modeling, etc. There's also another document that we will need to go over some of the chapters, not entire of the document, but a few chapters. It is a self-instructing course in mode choice modeling covering multinomial and nested logit models. The document is prepared by Frank Koppelman, a pioneer in the area of discrete choice modeling, and Chandra Bhatt. There are also a few softwares that we will work with during this semester. We will work with AIMSUN, a software developed by TSS. It's a Spanish software company. AIMSUN is a widely used transport modeling software throughout the world. It covers the entire micro, meso, and macroscopic level of modeling and transportation. There's another software which is called BioGene. It's a free academic software developed at EPFL Switzerland, mainly for discrete choice modeling. Throughout the semester, you will be provided with instructions on how to install or how to access the classroom license for this software remotely. In this unit, we will have 10 online quizzes. These are short online quizzes, almost after every lecture. Every quiz will worth about 1% of the entire grade. There will be 10 quizzes, so 10% of the entire grade will be from the online quizzes. There will be 3 assignments throughout the unit. The first 2 will worth 15%, and the last one will be about 10% of the entire unit. So the total continuous assessment will include about 50% of the entire unit mark. Please note that students are required to achieve at least 45% in the total continuous assessment component and at least 45% in the final examination component, and an overall mark of 50% to achieve a pass grade in the units. Here is a summary of the weekly class schedule for your information. In the first week, we will cover a brief introduction to travel demand modeling. There will be a pre-class required reading, chapter 1 of the textbook. There will also be a post-class required quiz, which is due 2 weeks from the date of the lecture. In the second week, we cover some of the prerequisites of travel demand modeling. We will cover topics about data and space in travel demand modeling. Similar to the previous week, there will be a pre-class reading and a post-class quiz. In week 3, we will go over an introduction to 4-step trip-based modeling. Week 4, we will cover trip generation modeling. Week 5, we will go over trip distribution. In all of these weeks, there will be a post-class quiz, and there will be required readings related to chapter 4 and 5 of the textbook. In week 6, we will go over discrete choice modeling. Similarly, there will be a pre-class reading, chapter 7 and 8 of the textbook. There will be a post-class quiz, and also a post-class reading from the self-instructing course in mode choice modeling. There won't be any class on April 14 because of Good Friday, and also on April 21st because of semester break. We will again resume classes on April 28, covering discrete choice modeling, some more advanced topics, and also working with BioGym, the free software. There will be a post-class reading from the BioGym tutorial, and also a post-class quiz related to how to work with BioGym. On week 8, we will cover traffic assignment. There will be required pre-class and post-class readings from chapter 10 and 11 of the textbook and chapters 1 to 5 of the Urban Transportation Network's book by Yosef Sheffi. On week 9, we will cover topics on land use and transport modeling. There will be a post-class reading from chapter 15, section 2 of the textbook, and also a post-class quiz similar to other weeks. On chapter 10, we will work with AIMSON. We will learn how to develop different components of a travel demand model in AIMSON. Therefore, there will be a post-class reading from the AIMSON tutorial that will help you with assignment 3. And in the last week, we will cover some advanced topics on travel demand modeling, including activity-based models, and some advanced topics on discrete choice modeling. And there will be a post-class quiz due 2 weeks from the lecture date, and also assignment 3 will be due 5 p.m. on May 26.